Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa. The video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day, or in this case, the evening. You can't tell, but I'm clean. I went to Mother's and took a shower. Spencer and his girlfriend are actually working over at the Iroquois Club tonight. That was their old stomping grounds when they both lived here. That's, it was good for their resume to go to Florida, of course, because I call it the 1% Club of Conneaut Lake, which is funny in itself. But it's nice. And you have to have a membership and all that jazz. But anyhow, George, I interviewed George for my column on Monday. So he's so interesting, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, he loves to cook, and he's over there telling me, oh, dinner will be ready soon. He made this pork roast, and he marinated it all night and injected it with garlic and stuff, whatever he did. And it was just really super good. I mean, the man is wonderful. And, I feel kind of bad because Spencer's off working, and it's a little bit slow around here, but he loves Mother. Last night, he actually got with me on the Facebook private message area. It's about 10 minutes to 10. And he said, Lisa, where's your mom? Is she okay? Because she wasn't home yet. And on Tuesdays, Mother goes to a movie, and they play games at a friend's house. And I think that's the day. And they have dinner somewhere, so it's her day out, ladies and gentlemen. But he was all concerned, and then when she got home, it was real cute. And then, meanwhile, when he was over here a little bit ago and I was interviewing him and such, really fascinating stuff. Because he worked on a cruise ship, and he worked with a friend that he was telling me about a book that the friend wrote, My Life on the Seven Seas, or My Journey to the Seven Seas, something like that. I'll find out and let you know. But he was telling me, details about that. We were out on the porch talking, and I have the door shut because it's kind of muggy. I have the air running. Mother, meanwhile, called here and said, I'm missing one Polish chef. It was so cute. Although, of course, he's not a chef down there. He's a bartender, like high-end bartending. Anyhow, I just wanted to come at you with that, but I also wanted to come at you with something else. What's wrong with everybody here in our government, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, it's my understanding now that there's like $700 billion. Is that even right? For the defense budget, or for more military spending. Is that additional, or I'm not real clear, because I'm seeing numbers that it says 80 billion whenever Trump asked for 54 billion. And then again, now I'm hearing the 700 billion. I'm not sure if the 700 billion has to do with the entire I just don't know. But here's what I am going to say. However you feel about the Medicare for all health insurance, I don't want to say health care. Either way, hate it, love it, whatever. You have to admit that this is all we're going to hear about on any kind of media is, how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for it? Meanwhile, this ridiculous military spending, where the Pentagon has been completely wasteful before, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, remember the day before 9/11, it was like 2.3 trillion that was unaccounted. Come on. And this is all, really to make military contractors rich. That's all it is. And meanwhile, these wedge issues come in where we keep everybody fighting. Let's keep everybody fighting so they don't notice that that we have this ridiculous military budget. It's really gone beyond. It's almost immoral. It is immoral, in my opinion. It really is immoral. It's sinful, if you will, if you want to use that word instead. That we do this kind of thing while people in Flint, Michigan are still drinking poisoned water. And, people are hurting and suffering in this country. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and make military contractors rich. Way richer than they can ever. I mean, richer than their wildest dreams still. It's, it just keeps getting worse and worse. And it's disgusting. And, I wish I had that quote memorized by President Eisenhower, but he, about the military-industrial complex, but he did point out something about every dollar that's spent toward the military-industrial complex is $1 less that goes to, like, the general welfare of the country, was his overall overarching message that he was trying to impart there. Speaking of that speech, from what I can ascertain, it was originally going to say something like the Congressional Military Industrial Complex or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. As you know, I'm never sure if I'm mistaken or not, or whose name is who. Or if it's 700 billion. I'm almost sure that the military budget is 700 billion now. That is just, if that doesn't make you sick, I don't know what does, because there's nothing, okay, there's nothing in there about veterans, helping the veterans, like money to the veterans hospitals and things like this, or veterans programs, or a veterans job program, which might be to rebuild our infrastructure. And quit giving money away, and quit enriching these ridiculous contractors. Quit giving $38 billion over the next 10 years to Israel so that they can, just mow down other people, Palestinians and stuff. And meanwhile, Israel, of course, has universal health care, and they have free college and all that stuff. We can't have nice things, ladies and gentlemen, because we're too busy defending ourselves from always some sort of boogeyman. It's really, if people do not see that by now, I don't know what else I could possibly do just to get this to sink in. I just don't. It's absolutely the illustration of immorality. Yeah. So I'm kind of wound up about it, I guess, but it just makes me sick. It makes me totally sick. I feel guilty taking a shower. Maybe that's why I waited like 12 days. I'm kidding. I did take one a while ago, but it's been since Saturday, to be honest with you, because I didn't have any hot water. But even when I do have hot water, I don't shower every day because I don't fly around and get gross or anything. But, a few days you have to take a shower like every other. But I even feel guilty about that sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, because I think of those people in Flint. And it's not just Flint. It's other cities there that are in deplorable condition as well. Where the, baby formula and stuff is tainted with this horrible water. And people can't clean up and take baths and showers. It's really awful. It's, if there was, a lot of people say that God will judge America and stuff like that. And that I'm not that way. But I'm just illustrating a point. I mean, now would be the time. There's no way that Jesus could approve of this. I can't imagine it. It's not like these people are... Okay. I'm going to try to simmer down and calm down. At least I'm not being rude about anything other than the military-industrial complex. But I guess that's all. I just wanted to let you know the delightful story of George, who, by the way, I asked him while he was here, because I interviewed him and I'll do it, put him in my column. Oh, excuse me. Well, I shook the whole thing. I said if he had wanted to go to college in Poland, what kind of hoops would that entail? What would he have to do? Nothing. They just go. It's tuition free. Oh God, Bernie Sanders though, pie in the sky. We can't do anything. We can't have nice things for our citizens. We're too busy enriching the military-industrial complex. And let me tell you another thing. I can't remember all their names, but there were a few people that voted against this ridiculous additional money going to the military. The War Department. Absolutely the War Department. Bernie was one, and I know Rand Paul was one. And it seems to me there were some other fairly decent people. And then we had other people. I believe Elizabeth Warren voted for this. I could be wrong. I think she voted for this ridiculous military spending. And yet she's supposed to be Miss Progressive. Give me a freaking break. Okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please join me, join others, drop your political identities, let's focus on issues. And remember, research something a little bit before declaring others to be insane. Love you.